Hey, what's going on YouTube? We just finished up over on Twitch, working out a super easy, safe, guaranteed way to do collision with the Caledfwlch without doing it on turn one, without using a bunch of really like OP, super strong units, and actually getting to see what the bosses do. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and stick around for a few minutes while we do this. It is a very easy fight, very straightforward. All you really need to get all of this accomplished is to bring a provoke, physical cover, and evasion tank. Runda can do it, so can any other physical tank that can do evasion. So like Bohemi or Daisy or Seaguard or, you know, original Charlotte. 3-star Charlotte could probably do this. So it does not matter. Just make sure that she's got enough HP and resistances to the stuff that she needs, and you could do this. You also want somebody who can do Earth Imbue and Amplify. We're going to be using 7-star Sylvie to do this. But you could use the Neovision Sylvie. You could use Tsukiko. You could use anybody you want to do Earth Imbue and Amplify. You want somebody who can do Machine Killer and Human Killer. We're going to be bringing Yoshikiri to do this. But it does not have to be Yoshikiri. It can be anybody you want that does that, just to make it easier for you, or just skip it and take longer, because this is not a time delayed fight. You can just go in and take as long as you want and get all the rewards. And then seriously, bring whatever DPS you want, as long as it's not element locked. Unless you're bringing an earth element locked DPS, it's totally fine. Just take your time and knock this out. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing this team: Sylvie, Starlight Elena, regular Elena, Runda, and Yoshikiri. Sylvie is only wearing her STMR and Earthbreaker. Now you might be asking, if you have Earthbreaker, why aren't you just bringing Tulian? I don't know. Starlight Elena is geared pretty well with a lot of the Clash of Wills gear. She doesn't need it. That's just going to speed things up for the sake of the clear. Make sure she has her intrinsic in this Human Killer and Machine Killer, whatever vision card you want. This is just, again, for bonus stats. You do not need 9,000 attack and magic. You can do this without it. It just takes a little longer. Regular Elena, here's just a proof of point. She's just got, less gear on. Indestructible Light for chain cap up, and then some Machine Killer and Human Killer. They both gear really nicely for Human Killer. That's why I am bringing them. And they also chain Bolting Strike, which is nice. Again, why am I bringing a Fravia vision card if I don't have Fravia in the party? Just cuz. All right. Runda's geared for evasion and defense and HP. Evasion and passive provoke, rather. And there you go. Wind resistance, some on the party, but not all of it. We're gonna be okay. Yoshikiri is only wearing the Obsidian Bracer. You could use his intrinsic if you want to. You could gear him for damage if you want to. It does not really matter in this instance. So let's get into it. Every fight's gonna have a really simple start where Sylvie buffs us up and we start doing some damage. So we'll start with that. Sylvie is going to use triple. She's going to use Gravel Egg, Withstand the Elements, and then Marry and Watch Over Me. Runda is going to triple Cover, Laser, Shelga. Yoshikiri is going to triple, use his killer buff, either humans or machines, depending on what we're fighting. Hikiko Mori, and then his mitigation buff. All right, and then the Elenas are just going to use their cooldown and two Bolting Strike moves. So again, a cooldown and 2 Bolting Strike moves. Let them chain, and they'll do some damage. Rain's going to hit Runda with some single target and some AoE attacks. Runda's dodging, which is why you could use any physical cover tank you want. Does not have to be Runda. Sylvie on this turn is going to be using Earthbreaker. Bigger Imperil on the boss. There we go. And we're just going to triple chain Bolting Strikes and take this boss out. Very, very straightforward. I didn't mean to do that. It's not going to matter. Runda was supposed to triple laser there. I accidentally clicked Runda because my game was lagging a little bit. Obviously, it does not matter. All right, so we're just going to repeat that 2-turn cycle here against Wygar. Now, Wygar is a machine, so we're going to switch. Yoshikiri over to Machine Killer and do that. So again, Gravel, Withstand, Marion, Cover, Laser, Shelga. Shelga's for the magic attacks that Wygar does. We're going to shift. And combo, Hikiko, Ninjutsu, Jakuten, and Feint Block. Elena is going to Celestial, double Gemini, and regular Elena is going to Celestial and double Bolting. We're going to do a little bit less damage here. Wygar's a little bit bulkier. Really doesn't matter. Gonna get hit with some magic attacks. So Runda takes a little bit of damage there. It's okay. It's really okay. Again, we're going to Earthbreaker. Runda is going to contribute to chaining this time. And here we go. If you had his Yoshikiri's intrinsic equipped, you could use that here instead of chaining. Doesn't really matter. That's variance for you. Whatever. We're totally fine. Like, we can do 1% more damage. You know what I mean? Come on, all the auto casting. There. Totally fine. Just attack the thing. He should have died. It's just low variance. What are you going to do? Alright, this one's a little trickier, but not too much. We're going to start the same way, though. Triple Gravel Egg and Withstand and Marion. Cool. And Cover, Laser, Shelga. Super thrilling, right? That's the thing. This is not hard. You just bring the things that keep you alive and keep yourself alive. Take your time. I like to focus down Roos. I don't really have a good reason for that. I just like to do it. Get him out of the fight first. It's not like he's like that much more threatening, but they all do physical target or physical attacks here, so it's like not that big a deal. All right. On this turn, Sylvie's going to use her LB just to fill Limit Burst for Yoshikiri. Or fill MP for Yoshikiri. There you go. We're just going to triple Gemini here. And Bolting Crystal. Yoshi's going to triple. Runda's going to triple. They're all going to chain. We're targeting Roos. %, is very acceptable. Notice Runda just miraged or evaded all of that. Sylvie here is going to just re-imbue with Earth, Withstand. Go ahead and buff Starlight. There we go. And we're just going to repeat. And then Elena has to redo because hers is different. So we're going to start with Roos, and we're going to shift targets in the middle of the chain. So it's going to look like this. Start with Roos. Switch to Nelica. There we go. Super easy. All right. So Nilika here is, we're going to go ahead and hit her with the Earthbreaker because we just re-imbued our Earth. So we don't need to worry about it right now. And we're just going to, again, just all-out assault on her. We're going to switch to our stronger attacks, so Blade, Crystal, Piercing with Elena, and just keep chaining. That's variance. You know, 1% health, whatever. She's got buffs on now, but we don't care. So like, just like live your best life there, Nilika, and we'll take her out. We can do 1% health. It's all good. And that's it. So, you know, all told, we did that in like 9 turns total. Like totally doable. Just take your time. Don't have a continue. So if you do lose somebody, don't just don't continue, and you'll be just fine. You'll get all that Lapis. Obviously, Starlight here is carrying this fight completely. But you know, whatever. We know this is true. She's got that intrinsic, and it's really, really good for her. So go in there and get you some Lapis and some tickets and some mystery crystals, and enjoy the rest of the free time that you have this week to continue farming Vision World if you haven't finished it yet. In the meantime, though, you guys be good to each other. Take care. Hopefully that was fun and exciting, and you get to see the content rather than just blowing it up on turn 1. Take care.